So, have you ever heard about earth dam? What is earth dam exactly? Earth dams are generally built in or near drainage line which has a variety of purposes including domestic water supplies, agricultural irrigation, and water for landscape improvement. Our model is based on a small agricultural catchment in the northern part of the Cassandra Peninsula. It is scaled and adjusted. So basically we have the reservoir, upstream, body, downstream, spillway, core, and the foundation. And now this is the plan view. And this is the front view with respective slope gradient. And finally, we have the side views.
Construction of dam model. There are two key points which are stripping and field construction. The first point is stripping. Organic soil and vegetation must be removed from the area that will cover by the dam base. The removed organic soil are stockpiled and used on the downstream slope of the field. Next is field construction. The construction started by filling the cut-off trench with well-compacted material and 6-inch layers is added until the maximum height is obtained. The top of the dam and the center is usually built 10% higher than the design to allow settlement of the field.
For seepage failure, there are three main failures, which is pervious foundation, leakage through embankment, and sloughing. Install a relatively impervious core, then increase the degree of compactness of the soil in foundation. Then install regret and rock core and drain at the downstream top. Slides in embankment occurs when the slopes are too steep for the shear strength of the embankment material to resist the stresses imposed. The foundation failure is caused by excessive pore water pressure, which reduces the strength of the soil. Apply equal effort throughout the dam during compaction to prevent differential settlement. Next, design properly and do slope protection.
Now have a look at geotechnical testing. Geotechnical testing used to study physical properties of soil by identifying potential construction problems and evaluate distress to earthworks. It includes particle size analysis, rotor compaction test, ultimate limit, in situ testing, and also penetrometer tests. For a proper design of filters in earth dams, particle size analysis has a great influence on permeability and compaction behavior of granular materials. To let a granular soil free of danger from liquefaction, the proper compaction test can help the soil to achieve maximum dry density and optimum moisture content, so to form a compact or dense dead soil to increase stability of earth dam. Ultimate limit can use to measure the plastic limit and liquid limit of soil to enable the material to be classified its suitability as a field material assets in earth dam. In situ testing can be used to determine the density or shear strength of soil, so to prevent contaminants from the surface of earth dam entering the borehole and mixing it with groundwater. Finally is the penetrometer test. Pocket penetrometer instrument used to identify vulnerabilities in earth dam that is exploitable from an outside attacker by determining soil load bearing capacity.
Next is geotechnical problem. Folding, faulting, shear zones and joints are unfavorable geological structures for a dam site. Folds and faults develop several fractures and crushing of rock which are responsible for the problems. If the bedrock is highly weathered, it becomes soft with reduction of its strength to sufficient extent. When heavy structure like a concrete is founded on such soft rock mass, it may create problems. Soft sedimentary rock like claystone, mudstone are incapable of bearing load of heavy structures. When exist in a dam site, it may give rise to the problem of shear failure.
In conclusion, from this project, we learned a lot of knowledge about how to construct an earth dam, even though it is just a model. But we used the knowledge that we learned from soil mechanics and geotechnical engineering to build an earth dam. We need to thank for all group members' cooperation and division of tasks, which is completed by everyone. We hope our explanation get you better understanding about the concept of our project to construct an earth dam model.